So one of the platforms that we'll be using to do a lot of our reading comprehension exercises is commonlit.org. And what you're looking at right now is how a text on CommonLit would look to you when you log in. And just on the surface, what you're seeing, there's a few great features that CommonLit has here. If the text is too small, you want to make it larger. You can make the text larger. You can make it really small if that works for you. You can make it very large. You can translate it. If you want to translate, you click the translate, and then when you click the little globe next to each paragraph, it'll give you the translation. And Spanish was just the first that came up, but as you see, a variety of languages. There is also, and unfortunately this is only available in English, at least at the moment, there's a read aloud function. So you go to read aloud and press play.
Monkey Man by Walter Dean Myers. 2000. Walter Dean Myers, 1937 to 24.
So as you see, it starts at the top and reads kind of like a robot because it's a robot. Let's say you don't need that. You want to start at the story, or you want to go to a specific part in the story. Then while you have read aloud activated, you can just go and click the.
What's that supposed to mean? Fee asked. What's a tigro, anyway? I didn't know. I didn't even want to talk about gangs.
So there's read aloud. That's really helpful. With most of our reading assignments, there will be something that as you're reading, you're looking out for it. So the instructions here say, as you read, take note of what the story is saying about courage. So you might want to highlight. You might want to leave notes. You can do that. Click on the highlight option there, and let's see, we're going to look here. We're going to highlight this. We're going to highlight this, and then you do have to kind of highlight it with your cursor again if you want to make a note. So I might leave a note like that. Or let's say if we're looking at literary devices like figurative language, I might ask you, or your teacher might ask you to find the similes. So there we go. We've got a simile there. And that's really cool. What CommonLit also does, if your teacher decides to set it to do this, is where it'll only give you a chunk of text at a time, and at the end of that chunk, you have to answer a question. So you click on, it says Q1. Why does the narrator want to leave Harlem? And then you give your response. Now let's say I'm going to intentionally give the wrong answer here, and it'll tell me incorrect answer, try again. Well, okay, now I'm going to give the best answer here, the most accurate answer, and that unlocks the next section of text. It's kind of like a video game. There's the little bosses here. So question 2. Let's see. Great. And I'm going to kind of breeze through here because I also want to show you the assessments at the end. So fortunately, I've read the story before, and I can I can answer these questions pretty easily. I have to take a moment and think for a moment there. Why does the narrator agree to go to the park? great. We're gonna get there in a moment. You can always fast forward through the video if you don't want to sit here and watch me. Oh, by the way, if you hear that noise in the background, I'm doing laundry. It is what it is. Why doesn't Monkey Man fight? There we go. Things wrong. Okay, so now we're down at the end. There's also, you can adjust the vocabulary there. There's vocabulary at the bottom to give you definitions, meanings. Okay, so now I gotta answer this at the end here. Okay, great work. So now I've answered all the questions. I've beat all the level bosses. Now I gotta beat the big boss. So I'm gonna begin the assessment. Now this is showing me, okay, I missed on the first question the first time, but that's great otherwise. So now there's some reading comprehension questions. And so it's directing me. It says, how does Peach's statement in paragraph 26 help develop the theme? Well, you could scroll or you could click on that linked paragraph 26. That'll take you right there. So paragraph 26, there's her comment. How does Peach's statement in paragraph 26 help develop the theme? And then it shows how... let's see, Monkey Man's actions have inspired somebody else. So now it's not going to necessarily stop me if it's not going to necessarily stop me if I get a wrong answer. So why did Monkey Man choose not to fight back in the park? So, oops. So now there's a written response here. What theme about courage does Walter Dean Myers express in Monkey Man? Use at least 3 pieces of evidence from the text to support your ideas. So now I can write a little bit after all those questions I've just asked or been asked. I'm gonna write a little bit about these things. And you know what, if you want to, when you're writing, you can copy and paste your evidence when you need it. So and you hit that, you hit save, but next, oh, that's right, I didn't answer a question. So it'll stop you and let you know if you forgot to answer a question. So that is CommonLit, and what's great is this will give me some instant feedback, or give your teacher instant feedback on your writing. It'll give you some assistance and hopefully help you feel more comfortable approaching texts.